In last lecture, we have discussed the two important features of the Java. Now, in this lecture, we are discussing what are the features of object-oriented programming language. For easily remember that the word CIPAMD, you can remember this word. C that means class, O that means object, I that means inheritance, P that means polymorphism, E that means encapsulation, A that means abstraction, M that means message passing, and D that means dynamic binding. First, we will start about the class. If I am talking about any particular division, let's take an example, SOU, BCA, SAM4, H division. So there are various objects in the class like a bench, faculty, student, tube light, fan, blackboard. So these all are the object. So class is nothing but collection of object is considered as the class. Now the question is in Java, how can we create the class? Because we have discussed that in Java, everything is about the class and object. So basically for creating the class, syntax is class, class name. Here class is a inbuilt keyword, whereas class name is an identifier which is given by user, but we cannot change the keyword class. Example, if I want to create the class demo, so I am just writing that class demo. Second is the object. Object is nothing, but you can say that part or instance of the class. Syntax for creating object, class name, base object name is equal to new class name. Here new keyword is used to assign the memory to that particular object. Suppose I want to create the object of demo class and the object name is D. So I am writing that demo D is equal to new demo. Here new keyword is assigned the memory to the D object of demo class. Now inheritance. Generally we are used to see the scenario where parent property is acquired by the child class. Parent और child के बीच कुछ ना कुछ common properties होती है. तो child में वो property कहाँ से आती है? Parent में से. तो सेम अगर मुझे इसको डिफाइन करना है तो डिराइव द प्रॉपर्टी ऑफ पेरेंट सुपर और बेस क्लास टू चाइल्ड सब और डिराइव क्लास. इट इज बेसिकली designed for the reusability. In Java, for inheritance, extend keyword is used. First, we need to create the parent class A. So I am writing class A and I want to create the child class B from A. So I am writing that class B extend A. That means class child class name extend parent class name. Now, next is the polymorphism. Basically, the polymorphism is a Greek word which combine the two words poly plus morphic. Poly that means many, morphic that means form. That means one name, multiple forms. If I'm taking about the real-time example which you can understand, so shape is a generalized name. But if I'm writing the example of the shape, that is the circle, square, rectangle, these all are the example of the shape. There are two types of the polymorphism. Compile time polymorphism. Example is overloading, चाहे वो method overloading हो, constructor overloading हो, and second is the runtime polymorphism, that is the overriding. Now next is the encapsulation. Basically the encapsulation word comes from the capsule. As you all know that कैप्सूल के अंदर या तो ड्रॉप फॉर्म में पाउडर होता है या तो लिक्विड होता है एंड वो पाउडर आउटर लेयर से कवर होता है. सेम चीज wrapping the data and function into the single unit is called the encapsulation, जिसको हम डेटा बाइंडिंग भी बोलते हैं. तो जावा के अंदर हम जितना भी कोड लिखेंगे दैट इज इनसाइड द क्लास. सो इन जावा क्लास इज द बेस्ट एग्जांपल ऑफ द encapsulation. नाउ नेक्स्ट इज द एब्स्ट्रैक्शन. रिपोर्ट में एब्स्ट्रैक्ट वर्ड सबने सुना है. तो एब्स्ट्रैक्ट बेसिकली क्या होता है? आप अपनी सारी इंफॉर्मेशन नहीं बताते, आप अपना बैकएंड कोडिंग वहां पे नहीं दिखाओगे. यूजर को जितनी रिक्वायरमेंट होगी आप उतना ही दिखाओगे. सो हाइडिंग द बैकग्राउंड डिटेल्स फ्रॉम द एंड यूजर इज कॉल्ड द एब्स्ट्रैक्शन. It is achieved through interface and abstract class in Java. We will learn that. If I'm taking about the example, right now, nowadays, we all know that how to use a chat GPT, but we cannot know that coding of the chat GPT. अगर पता होता तो खुद का नहीं बना लेते. Now, next is the message passing. Message passing is nothing but passing the information between the two processes. And in Java, passing the object between the two processes. It is basically a part of parallel programming. Now, next one is a dynamic binding. Basically, there are two types of the binding. Static that means जो compile time पे होता है, and second is the dynamic जो run time पे होता है. तो अगर आप ऑब्जेक्ट को रन टाइम पे डिटरमाइन करते हो, इट इज कॉल्ड द डायनेमिक बाइंडिंग. बट अगर आप ऑब्जेक्ट को कंपाइल टाइम पे डिटरमाइन करते हो, तो दैट इज कॉल्ड द स्टैटिक बाइंडिंग. तो जावा सपोर्ट्स बोथ स्टैटिक एंड डायनेमिक बाइंडिंग. Thank you so much, everyone. We will understand the Java features in the next lecture.